What's going on, guys? Heath Shankles, the Freedom Marketer. Okay, so I am soaked in sweat, so you'll have to forgive me if like I need a shower. But I'm doing something that a lot of wholesalers might not do, but I will, you know, if it'll make a check get cashed in my name at the end of this thing. So I've got another property here under contract, and I'll show you guys around this property. It's kind of a nightmare, but you know, when you're wholesaling and you're an investor and you're in real estate in general, you're going to see some nightmare properties, like whether it be electrical problems, all different sorts of stuff. You know, I've heard the horror stories of an inch thick of feces on the floor while sitting in the living room talking to a seller until you get a deal under contract, you know, if the price is low enough. So the first thing I noticed when I came out here, I think 3, maybe 4 days ago, and got this property, you know, I had an appointment and got the ball rolling on it. I didn't get it under contract right that second because I actually met with the seller's sister. The seller lives in Florida. We're in Alabama here. He bought this property for his sister, who has now been moved to an assisted living facility. She's no longer able to, you know, live on her own. So he lives in Florida, right? So I got the property under contract later that night, but I met with his sister here, and they're older people. You know, she's like in her, I don't know, probably about 80 years old, pretty old. Anyways, so the house has been vacant for a little while. I'm not exactly sure how long, a few months, but first thing I noticed when they opened the door and let me in, which is a problem I'm dealing with right now, is you can smell nothing but cat urine. Okay, it's a distinct smell. You know what it smells like. If you've ever smelled it, I knew it as soon as they opened the door. And they tried to, you know, his sister, the seller's sister, tried to act like it's nothing, you know. Yeah, maybe she had a cat, like maybe. Okay, this place, the fumes coming out of it made me like, and I brought my daughter with me that day, 3 or 4 days ago, to look at this, and I literally took a quick stroll through the property and walked back outside while they were talking to me. We can talk outside, I can't do this. So anyhow, I've had the door open, been airing this thing out, and it's tough, you know. I've sprayed about 3 different cans of pet odor neutralizer stuff, and obviously some cans of Febreze and stuff, and it's just tough. I think it's just going to have to kind of air out and ventilate. You know, you would think, well, you got to pull the carpet up, this and that, but look at the floor. It's already been pulled up. The only flooring, this is concrete, like it's literally sitting on a concrete pad, which that's a good thing. The only flooring that's in here now is this old linoleum. So you can see it's actually got a pretty good sized kitchen. Let me show you what I'm doing, which is the reason I am soaked in sweat. The story gets better. Not only was there a limb broken on a tree out back, out through there, that I got in a fight with to get it to a burn pile out back, so that it didn't look like a tree was about to fall on the house, or just, you know, cluttered back there any worse than it already is. I came into this garage area here through that door. I was actually walking to my car and I heard clawing on the door. I thought, no, tell me there's not a cat in this property. Tell me there's not still a cat. After I've been trying to spray this thing out and everything else to get the smell out, and there's still a cat up in here just taking a leak all over everything. No, I walk in through here, it's a freaking bird. There's a bird, and it's like a baby, but not a baby. Like, it's like a bird that was scared to go out into the world. It's big enough. Like, it looked like a full-grown bird, but it was acting like a baby. Like, oh, I don't want to go outside. Had to chase this thing around. It got behind the hot water heater. And this garage, this is an attached garage. It's disgusting out here, okay? And I had to chase this bird around out here to get it out. Like, I can't have, you know, buyers coming by looking at this property and there are birds out here. So what I'm doing now, I got the bird out, sweeping the floor. But I want you to look at how bad this property got let go. You can see where I've swept some, but you know, I'm gonna have to put on gloves and get all that out, or else start hiring people. But I mean, there's just not enough of it really to start hiring people to deal with this. I can do it in 30, 40 minutes, you know. I just wish I didn't have to, but you know, when you've not been in wholesaling for a real long time, you know, honestly, this is part of the game, and this is part of being successful. You know, when you do 4 to 8, 12 deals or whatever a month, you know, you can hire plenty of folks to where you don't ever do a dang thing, hardly at all. But I'm not at that point, and you know, I'm still early on into wholesaling, like I say. So yeah, but that came from there. You know, you want to explain to me how that happened? I mean, what really happened there? How does that happen? How? Did a tiger jump through the roof and fall out like on a movie set? You know, like on Aquaman, when they fall through the roof all the way down to the floor in some old lady's house? Like, this is the ceiling of this attached garage. I don't know. Anyways, so how I got this deal is I have bandit signs out. That's how I got it. It was a bandit sign. And yeah, I got a call, and it was the seller's sister. You know, I talked with her for a little while and found out who she was, and that she's not the seller, it's actually her brother. And yeah, we set that an appointment and came out here and looked at it. And she gave me her brother's number, who lives in Florida, and I called and talked to him. He flew helicopters in the military, I found out. He's a real, you know, straight to the point guy. And he flat out told me there was no negotiating on this property, that he had a price in mind, and pretty much if I couldn't do that, kick rock. So anyhow, I got the contract for the price he wanted. After running the numbers, it was actually, it's actually a deal. So $35,000 is what I have this property under contract for. And the ARV on this property is, from the agents I've had run comps, and the comps I can pull, 100 to 120,000. Okay, so I'll probably assign this property. I've got it under contract at 35,000. I'll probably assign it for 45, get $10,000. So, you know, would you sweep floors for 10,000 bucks? I would. So, well, I want you to look at how old this property is. That is an old tub, and the wallpaper throughout this property, like, look at the wallpaper. Farmer's market. That's what that says, farmer's market. Wow. And like I say, you can see this is one of the bedrooms that the carpet or whatever was in here, I assume carpet, was already ripped up. And you guys may have seen, this is down south, I don't know, but I've seen this wallpaper in my grandmother's house back in the 90s, okay? I don't know if you guys have seen this before, but I'm pretty sure they don't even make this stuff anymore. Old stuff. It was funny, the seller's sister, I told her about, you know, my grandmother's house and this wallpaper, and she said, oh, we had that put in just, you know, back in like 2000 and whatever. And I'm like, I don't know about all that. Anyhow, you guys want some free blinds? Yep. So anyways, you know, that's not even where the story ends with this property. Obviously, I've still not closed on it yet, and still looking for a buyer, which I've only had it under contract for about 3 days. But I started to email blast it this morning, right? And found out that the address on this property is wrong, or potentially wrong. So check this out. Done some digging, done some research, and right now, I've already went to the title company, and they're starting to run the title check, right? And they're gonna sort this problem out for me, I hope. The research they found just while I was standing there at the title company paying for the title check was that the post office and the Jackson County, Alabama courthouse has this property listed as 309 ABC Avenue, okay? And the truth is, the he bought it in a trust, and the trust has this property listed at 314. And you can see right here on the side of the house, this is upside down. The zero's missing. See, he told me 309. That's what the post office and the courthouse has. The trust he bought it in has 314. When you look on Zillow and Realtor.com and all that stuff, it has it at 314. That's not 314. That's a problem. Okay, we've got to get that sorted out, because I have it under contract 309, which technically means if this house is 314, my contract is technically not even legit. I have a property that doesn't even exist. 309, this street out here, I'm just gonna not say the name of it just for protection reasons, but the name, the number on this property is not incorrect. 309 don't even exist. This is not 309. His mailbox out there says it. The side of the house does. Like I say, the post office, courthouse believe that, but it's technically 314, we believe. But anyhow, the title company and the attorney is supposed to be looking that up and sorting that out, okay? Yeah, so, as a wholesaler, like I say, I'm not a guru, I'm more like a do-ru, okay? I get out here and do it. As a wholesaler, if you want to get into this game, just know that you can definitely do it, okay? It doesn't take an expert or a genius, and you're gonna learn new things every single day. You will never know every single thing about real estate. I don't care who you are. You didn't invent it, and you're not everybody else. Everybody else, these sellers, these homeowners, they lead completely different types of lives, and because of that, each property's different, each situation's different, and you're gonna run into a lot that are similar, but you just have to be a man or woman of different whatever. You got to wear multiple hats, as they say. Like, one day you may be hiring contractors, one day you may be talking to sellers, one day you may be cold calling, one day you may be ordering letters to be sent out in the mail. You may be, you can be marketing, going out and talking to sellers, all different sorts of stuff. And then stuff like this right here, depending on how you choose to run your business. You may be the type that's like, I'm not touching a broom, I'm not doing this or that. Well, that's fine. And look, there's gonna come a day where I don't have to either, and I don't want to today. But you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, just to make a proper, especially when you're early on in this, you gotta make an effort to get a property, look as presentable as you can. The point is, do everything you can, everything within your power. You have to look at what you can control, what can you control and what can you not control, okay? If you'll only focus on what you can control and then look to get help and guidance and support, become resourceful on the things that you don't know how to do or the things that you're not sure of, reach out to other people for help, okay? And there's somebody out there who does know, all right? And just control the things that you can. Do everything you can in your power. All you can do is all you can do. But all you can do is enough. If you'll do that, you'll be successful as a wholesaler. You'll be successful in real estate. Matter of fact, you'll be successful in any business venture you take on, as long as the process is reasonable and right. It's a known fact that you will succeed in real estate. Like, real estate, the process works, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying you'll succeed. I'm saying that hundreds of thousands of others have succeeded in wholesaling and in real estate and in this business model. So if you're willing to learn what you've got to learn, do what you've got to do, you'll make it in this. I promise you. I hear so many stories about people who don't know a dang thing about real estate, and they go and put an ad on Craigslist, or they handwrite some letters, or they put out 10, 25, 50 bandit signs, and then they get calls and they set up appointments with sellers, and they're terrified because they don't even know what the hell they're doing when they go out to talk to these sellers. But they end up getting the deal. A lot of times, if you're just honest with these sellers, just be honest, especially if it's local. You may be related somewhere down the line, or you may know someone they know. It's a small world, especially when you're dealing with like I said, a local environment. Just talk to them, just be honest, and you'll get deals just like this. we're in Scottsboro, Alabama here, and I've got another property also under contract in Scottsboro, about 8-10 miles away from here. And yeah, so my hands are, you know, getting pretty busy this month. It's just amazing all the different situations you run up on that are completely different. You know, like you really never know what to expect. You really never know what's going to happen with these properties. What I do know is, I do know what $10,000 is. I do know that there's money to be made in this business, and I enjoy making it. And I hope that, you know, my videos, I'm not the greatest speaker or whatever, and my videos will probably never be the greatest content, but I try to bring you the realest, rawest content I can, with no fluff, no BS. That way you kind of get to see really what it's like, and especially from the point of starting off, because really I'm just starting off. I've been doing this a little while, but not as long as a lot of people have been, okay? Like, there's so many people that are so much farther along than me, it's ridiculous. But what I've noticed about wholesaling in real estate, especially wholesaling, you can go a long ways really, really fast. Like, there's people who do this, you know, and in 2 years they're a millionaire, and you got a team of people, you know, 4 or 8 people working for them, or a dozen, and they're making, you know, $1 million every year. So that's insane to me, and it may not be to you, but a common person, $1 million a year after doing something for 2 years, that's insanity. That's insanity. I don't know another business that you can do that in, outside of flat out just being lucky. Like, you know, you picking a lucky business of some sort that evidently I don't know about, or I'd be doing it. So, and I've researched and worked on a lot of different businesses. So anyways, guys, my point is, I hope that you gather something from this video, some sort of information that's valuable to you, that you can take and use it in your business. Go start your business if you've not started it. Like, what the hell are you waiting on? What are you waiting on? This is, you know, you have complete freedom in this, you know. Like right now, you know, I'm sitting here at this vacant house and shooting a video for you guys, you know, just trying to make it look presentable. And like I say, you know, I've never worked a job that I could make $10,000 on after putting in a few hours work. So guys, I hope you got something from this. If you've not subscribed and you stumbled upon this video, please hit that subscribe button. You know, it helps me out a lot. So, and hit the thumbs up, all right? And I appreciate it. Love you guys, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye for now.